Mayday, mayday. Please proceed for further information.
My name is Michael Rosenbaum. A lot of you know me as Lex Luthor, but I have a really cool band, and we are called Sunspin. And you could find out all the information you need at sunspin.com. And I'm really proud of our new album. It's called Best Days. 3 words: light, nostalgic, pleasurable. So Rob and I had been friends for a long time, my guitarist, my lead guitarist, and we were in a band called Left on Laurel, and that was a good time, but we decided, uh, I decided to leave the band for, personal reasons, but I felt like the band, we did as much as we were going to do. And during COVID, Rob and I only hung out with Rob, and we were thinking of, we were playing music together, and it was really fun and easy and very inspirational. And we're like, well, let's have a band. What would the band name be? Like, where do we meet? Well, we met at a place called Sunset Sundays. And my friend James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, his brother Sean, who is in all the movies as well, he'd have Sunset Sundays where we'd all gather and have cheese and wine and hang out outside and play music. And that's where I met Rob, Sunset Sundays. So we wanted to use the name Sun, and we just couldn't think of a name. Sun, Sunstar, Sunjet. And I'm like, that's an airline. And we just thought LA, Sun, where we met, spin, albums, records, spinning, Sunspin. That just is easy, Sunspin. It's kind of meaningful, and I've never actually told anybody that, but Sunspin, that's how it came to be. Well, I write all the songs. So everything that comes out of me is, pen to paper. And I bring them to Rob, and then Rob brings his genius guitar to the songs, and he works on some of the songs with me. But I think my personality comes out because it's sort of about, a lot of these are about my life or about relationships, love lost, or childhood, or trying to feel good, trying to feel, or just enjoying the summertime. I mean, I think the album does reflect my personality in a sense that it's got the summertime song. It's called Summertime Neighbor, where it's just about a girl lives up the street and you have a little fling, and it's just like a fun loving song. So that's the fun part of me. And then you have a show like a song like The Show that's just darker, where I was in a darker place. And then you have a little country. I grew up listening to some country, so it's a little country at times. And then there's a song called Best Days about childhood and trying to overcome dysfunction around you. And, there's lyrics like, and hide away from their mistakes, the writings on the wall, and happiness is what it takes. You ride or take the fall. And it's like when you're a kid, you could either follow in your parents' footsteps and you could do all these things that make you unhappy, or you could say, I'm going to do something with my life. You could ride or you could take the fall. And that's a story about me and my friend Danny Cutter and growing up. And, there's some lines that I'm sure people would go, what the hell is he talking about? Like I say, playing with the cutter. The cutter is my friend Danny Cutter, who I grew up with. And then there's a lyric, kissing on the dozer. Kissing on the dozers were these twin girls. It was my first kiss, and they didn't think I was a very good kisser. And they kind of let me know about it. It really hurt my feelings. And so I say kissing on the dozer, building up my courage and my pride. But that song's about hope, and it's about survival, and it's about, but it's a light, fun song. So you don't think about those things when you're listening to it. But if you look at the words, so all the songs have certain meanings of life. Even a song called Something Special is about, as sad as it may sound, it's actually inspirational, because it's about a truck driver who thought he'd become more, and this is what he is. And it's about a woman who's a mom, single mom, and she thought she would become this, and she's always thinking about the future. She's always thinking, what about this? And then the song's really about whatever you're doing, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, we all expected more out of ourselves. But at the end of the day, find something special about your life, because there is something special about right now, about your life, something, whether it's a relationship with a friend or a girlfriend, or a relationship with your mom or your dad or your dogs, or whatever it is. It's like, find something special. And that's what it is. It's hopeful. It's hope. And so, um, and I don't know if the songs are about Rob really, because like I said, I write all the lyrics and stuff. So I don't know if Rob would have to answer that. But Rob's a beautiful soul. He's someone I love to work with. He's one of my best friends. I think he's got a heart of gold. He calls me out on my bullshit. We work incredibly well together. He makes whatever I bring better. And he's just awesome to work with. I never thought it would be this easy to be in a band, but to have just Rob with me, we split the work. And so I do a lot, he does a lot. And we really work amazingly together. And I sent him a song just now of us bullshitting. It's just us making up a song, and just
here I am with my arms crossed on the side, trying to be something I
just making it up. And then he's like, and then he sends back, he goes, yes, and I know we're gonna go with the chorus. And I go, yeah, here's what I was thinking. So it starts out with just a little idea, a little morsel of something, and then it starts to expand. Sometimes, a lot of times I'll have the whole song just done. Rob, this is the song. And then I'll go, cool. And but yeah, we work really well together. It's a joy. Yeah, February 27th at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. on the 27th. We're doing 2 shows. We've got a great group of followers that, I don't even call them followers. They're called friends. They're family. They come to the shows. We play shows from the album, songs from the album. We play covers. We have such a great time, and everybody enjoys it. You can win Zooms and prizes, and we just really love the folks that show up. So we're trying to expand the audience, bring more people into our family. And you can get tickets on stageit.com and type in Sunspin, and you'll see the upcoming shows, and you can follow us. And Sunspin, the band, our handles are Sunspin Band. And also sunspin.com, you can get all the merch, and you can book us. Somebody already booked us for a picnic show. So next month we're going to play a show for them. And so you can book us online. You can book Zooms. It's great. Great question. The best advice I've gotten as growing as an artist is keep doing it. Keep writing, keep singing, keep playing, keep acting, keep directing, keep whatever you're doing. The only way you're going to get better is if you do it more and more. And the best advice I've ever gotten personally was stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Do the best you can. Try to enjoy life. Try to be present. We've got to just be more present. That's going to make us happy. People are always searching for happiness. Be in the moment. Live every moment, because it's passing us by so fast. Live in the moment. I don't know. I mean, everybody should write what they love to do. And, there's always going to be music that you hate, music that doesn't feel like music that doesn't feel like people are playing instruments, music that people are just going, I, and you're like, well, you know what? Let them do what they want to do. I wish them all the success and best. I just feel like, look, music is universal, and it's a huge part of my life. It's one of the biggest parts of my life. So as long as I could play music and go to concerts when we can go to concerts again, I always hope sometimes that like the 80s music comes back, and then it has in a way, the 80s feel has come back. And I think the best decades were the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s. But, nowadays in the last 20 years, I can't really, There's some good music, but I like when people have their own personalities. Like even Lady Gaga, she goes her own way, and I think it's just, look, there's music for everyone. So people could listen to my band, people can go listen to Lady Gaga. That's the great thing about music, and as long as we're open and just appreciate all music, I think that's the best way to be. The most useless talent I have is probably I can armpit fart. I could put my hand under my arm.
Okay, that's impressive.
But it's kind of useless. But my grandmother loves my armpit farts. I appreciate your time, and thanks for plugging the band. And we're really excited. And we've got a music video called Summertime Neighbor. It's one of the tracks on the album, and the music video is going to be coming out in the next few weeks. The album's out now on Amazon and iTunes, and sunspin.com. You can get the CDs and everything else there. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for supporting the band and supporting the podcast, and my patrons over at patreon.com. I love you. Thank you for supporting the podcast. And thank you, Anka.
Mayday, mayday. Please proceed for further information.